Right, so our first jumpstart will be Azula. So again, jumpstarts contain the same cards every time, but you have a random set. So this one will have a little card saying what comes in the set. In the background, you'll see all the cards available, but I'll only be going over the unique cards for the jumpstart set. So firstly, we have in the Azula set, we have Azula Ruthless Firebender, legendary creature. It's a 3/3 for 3 mana, human noble, mythic, firebending 1. Whenever Azula attacks, you may discard a card, then you gain an experience counter for each player who discarded a card this turn. Then you can pay 3, that's 2 colorless and a black, and until end of turn, she gets +1/+1 for each experience counter you have and gains menace. So, pretty unique. Then we have another unique card here, the Dai Li Censor, a human non-legendary for 2 mana for a 2/1 human soldier advisor. With pay 1, sacrifice this creature, and target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. And use once each turn. Remember again that sacrifice another creature, not itself. And then we have Dark Deal. With this art, each player discards all cards in their hand, then draw that many cards -1. That's a 3 mana sorcery, 2 colors and a black. And yeah, the other cards were revealed before from the main set. You have them on screen. And of course, we have Thriving Moors, the land that allows you to get another color. So then we move on to the next set, which is the Ozai. Okay, make big sacrifices. And Ozai has Scarring Memories, a 4 mana lesson sorcery, 3 colors and a black, where you may cast this spell as though it had flash if you control attacking legendary creatures. Pretty good. We also have Fire Navy Tech. That's Trebuchet. Did I pronounce that? 3 mana non-legendary creature, artifact wall, 0/4, defend and reach. When you attack, create a 2/1 colorless construct artifact creature token with flying named Ballistic Boulder that's tapped and attacking, sacrifice at the beginning of your end step. Alright, so it creates a little token whenever you attack and has a big toughness that'll protect you. Pretty good. We have Fire Nation Ambushers, a 3 mana again, non-legendary creature. That's a 3/2 with flash. And of course, we have Fire Lord Ozai, which is super strong, legendary mythic, 4 mana for a 4/4, 3 colors and a black. When Fire Lord Ozai attacks, if you may sacrifice another creature, if you do, add that amount of red mana equal to the sacrifice creature's power. Then until end of combat, you don't lose mana during stage's end. You can pay 6 and exile top card of each opponent's library. Until end of turn, you may play one of those cards without paying its mana cost. So super strong. Again, you can look at the background. That's all the cards that come here. A few seconds and then we'll move on to the next set. The next set, of course, is Nightmares. Bring your graveyard to life. So the unique card here first is purple Pentapus. It's a 1 mana 1/1 octopus starfish. When it enters, you surveil 1 and you can pay 3, 2 colorless and a white and a black, to tap an untap creature you control and return this card from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Alright, that's not bad, reoccurring. Then we have the mythic available here. It's a repeat, but thing to mention, it's a different art of Koh the Face Stealer. So, pretty nice, see it here. And we have Desperate Plea as our unique rare available here. Additional cost to cast it, sacrifice a creature. Choose one or both. Return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield if its power is less than the amount of sacrifice creature's power, and destroy target creature. Hey, 2 mana. That's very good. And of course, Thing to note again, this is a lot of repeat cards, so that's why I'm not going through all of them. Don't want the video being too long. So next, the next Jumpstart set. The next set is Bad Advice. So Bad Advice, be an architect of disruption. So again, it has the Dai Li Censors as a unique card in this set. We went through that before. We have the Fire Nation Ambushers. It's 3 mana non-legendary creature with 3/2 flash. We went through that as well. And you can look at the whole set here. So a lot of cards repeated and stuff from the main set. So pretty standard there. We do, however, have the Lo and Lee Royal Advisors, a different version of it. That's 4 mana for a legendary creature. That's a 3/3 Human Advisors. When an opponent discards a card or mills one or more cards, it gets a 1/1 counter on each advisor you control. Super strong. And for that looks like, let's make sure here, we'll take a little zoom. For 3 mana, that's 2 colorless and a hybrid black or blue. Target opponent mills 4 cards. So again, that's pretty good, pretty good. Alright, let's keep the ball rolling with some momentum. Let's get into our next set, which is Siege Engines. This one doesn't have much unique cards, so pretty quick here. Siege Engines, crew, vehicles, and wage war. Obviously, we get a vehicle in here, and it is the Fire Nation Drill with a slightly different angle. Again, reviewed that already, and you can look at the whole set here. So you see a lot of cards we already know and nothing unique, no unique arts, but you get a drill. So that's that. Moving on. Next we have Bounty Hunter. Find your target with clues, and that has Bastion of Remembrance in this art here, a 3 mana enchantment. When it enters, you create a 1/1 white human soldier token, and whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. Pretty strong staple there. We have all the rest of cards that are available. You can see on screen. We have Giant Fly, which is an insect, 3 mana non-legendary. It's a 2/2. When you sacrifice another permanent, this creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Alright. Then we have Nyla, Shirshu Sleuth, because it searches. It's the rare available here. And that has a 4/5 for 5 mana, 4 colors and a black. A legendary creature, Mole Beast. When it enters, exile up to 1 creature card from your opponent's graveyard. And if you do, you lose X life and create X clue tokens, where X is that creature's mana value. There you go, you want to get a clue? Scooby-Doo here for you. That's a good pun. And at the beginning of your end step, if you control no clues, return target creature card exiled with Nyla to its owner's hand. So, pretty interesting there, pretty interesting. And then let's move along to the next set, which of course is Relentless. Go wide on sacrifice. Has those purple Pentapuses again. You can see the whole set on the background. We have Fire Nation Occupation, a 3 mana enchantment, the rare available here. When this enters, you create a 2/2 red soldier creature token with Firebending 1, and whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, you create a 2/2 red soldier token with Firebending 1 as well. So, for those control decks in EDH, super strong. We have Fire Nation Ambushers. It's a 3 mana non-legendary creature. Again, we went through this. So, that's it. Wait, we have one more. We have Ruthless Waterbending available here, which is a 2 Waterbender. Sorry, it's a 2 mana creature. That's a 1/3 with Waterbending 2. And this creature gets +1/+1 till end of turn. But you can only use the effect once per turn. I almost missed that. Sorry about that, guys. And then we're moving on to reinforcements. Thing to note, there are 2 versions of reinforcements, or reinforced, sorry. So you can get 2 variants of the rares. So on screen you'll see me switching between them. So one way you can get is Fire Nation Salvagers, which is a 5 mana 3/3 creature, non-legendary, 3 colors, 2 black with menace. When the creature enters, you put a 1 counter on target creature or vehicle you control, and when one or more creatures you control with counters on them, deal combat damage to a player, put target creature or vehicle from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. That's a strong stealing effect. Alright. We have a different art of Feed the Swarm, which can destroy a creature enchantment and you lose life equal to its converted mana cost. Tokens are 0, so you lose nothing. We have Elephant Rats, a 2 mana Elephant Rat creature, 1/3 with Menace. And yeah, that's all that we have for this set. And we will move on. I remember this has 2 slightly different variants, being that one has Heartless Act and the other has Azula Epic Downfall and Callous Inspectors. So again, we have just a couple more left. We will move on to Hunting. Draw multiple cards. It has this unique Katara, Seeking Revenge, a blue-black, the only black Katara here. So 4 mana for a 3/3 Human Warrior Ally Legendary. As an additional cost, you may Waterbend 2. When you enter, you draw a card, then discard a card, unless you pay the additional cost. Then you just draw a card. It gets +1 for each lesson in your graveyard. So again, this can get super big, and as the only black Katara, that's pretty good. We of course have those purple Pentapuses. We have a Raven Eagle in this deck as well as the rare. So yeah, we can take a look at all the other stuff available. Decent selection here. And we'll move on to our 2 remaining sets. We have Attacking. Find ways to always attack, where we have the unique Foundation Ambushes again. And we have Hey and Bye, but we'll do that in the multi-card video. And that's it. No other unique cards here. So kind of a bad luck thing with this one. Actually, I'm wrong. There's Lion Vulture. It's a cat bird, rare, 4 mana for a 2/2 flying, and at the beginning of your end step, if you put end step, if an opponent's life at the beginning of your end step, if an opponent's life lost life this turn, you put a 1 counter on it and you draw a card. I don't know why that was so hard to read, but it's on screen, so yep. And we have the final Jumpstart, which is counters buff your team, which has Elephants Rats. It has the Fire Nation Sentinels as the rare, a 5 mana creature, that's 3/3 Human Soldier. Whenever a creature, a non-token creature, and upon control dies, you get a 1 counter on each creature you control. Big buff for the team. And we have the Gilacorn, which is a lizard, non-legendary, 1 mana for a 1/1 with Death Touch in black. So that's it, and that's everything we can find in this Jumpstart set. So hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned, we'll do another set tomorrow, and bye now.